Hello guys, Craig from fixitfallows, and I'm in the garage as you can see, and I am with the old trusty Giant Anthem. This has been a bit neglected. In fact, if I'm honest, did I actually ride it in 2024? Probably didn't, and the main reason for that is the dropper post, and that's what this video is going to be about. So this is a Giant Contact SL switch seat post, and I think it's a was it 2017 that they changed the design ever so slightly, so this is a pre-2017 seat post. And the problem I've got is the seat post goes down, doesn't lock at all. Okay, nothing, I can't make it lock. So anyway, what I'm going to do is going to whip it out, have a little look. It could be a problem with the cable, but I don't think it is. I think this is done, to be honest, but we'll get it out, dismantle it and have a look. Right, so there's the saddle lever taken off the handlebar. That will give us the opportunity to push plenty of slack through the frame. So I'm going to push it through, pull plenty of slack down underneath the bottom bracket there. So then when we undo the saddle clamp there and start raising up the seat post, we can feed that slack back through. And as you can see, the seat post comes out. Right, so to detach the seat post from the bike, we just need to slacken off the cable at the lever end here, and then we'll be able to take the nipple out of the mechanism here. So that's that slackened off. In fact, look, I can take the lever off. Now we can detach the cable from the seat post, and there we are. There is the Contact SL dropper post. It's seen plenty of service. As you can see, it's pretty worn. There's a little bit of slop in there now, but fundamentally the issue we have is it just doesn't lock. As you can see, doesn't matter what I do to the release mechanism at the end, it just won't lock in place. Anyway, I'm going to take this to pieces a bit further and actually have a look inside. Right, so here we are. So in order to get the cartridge from our inside of this Contact Switch SL from before 2017, first of all we just need to undo these two grub screws here. So out comes one, out comes the other, and then at the bottom of the post we need to unscrew this mechanism here. And then we just pull the whole cartridge out. There we go, there's the dropper post and seat, that's there. And then this is the cartridge that goes inside. Now this is also held on this pre-2017 by two grub screws in here. So we can just undo those. Now I have found that the heads on these grub screws are very delicate and they can strip quite quickly. And if you do have trouble with them, I have found that if you get a Torx bit, the Torx bit will actually bite into the head of the grub screw much better than the Allen key. Out comes one, and out comes the other, and then the bottom mechanism just pulls off, and that reveals the cartridge. Okay, so this pre-2017 model has recess around this shaft here and a recess around that nipple. Okay, on the newer design, this bottom end is threaded, as is the top end. Does away for these little grub screw locking pins. I guess they decided that they was having too much trouble with the head stripping on them. Anyway, that's that, and you got a little plunger there which should activate the mechanism inside of this cartridge. Now this cartridge is manufactured by Wintec Suspension. I have googled them, they have a website, they're based in China. I tried to get in touch with them, but there was no response from them directly. But fundamentally, this unit has gone. When you press that plunger in, that will open like a little diaphragm which lets the gases move around inside there, and when the plunger is released, the little diaphragm shuts, and then it locks the canister. But that's no longer working on this. So without this working, this dropper post is now defunct and of no use anymore. Sadly, the post 2017 cartridges do not fit in this because of the aforementioned threaded nature of the new canisters. and a slight redesign on this fitting here and the fitting on the top here. Now I'm sure you could probably re-engineer it, but you know, it's a lot of fuss, a lot of effort for a seat post that is already, what must it be, 8 years old. So unfortunately, I think I've got to admit that this seat post is done. Time to move on. So in that regard, I've got myself a replacement. Right, so here we are. Here is the replacement. I have gone for an ExaForm or an ExaForm 900i, and I've actually gone for a 150mm travel, which is longer travel than the previous one I had. So it ships with that, ships with the cable and the handlebar release trigger. And this was delivered to me in the UK from Aliexpress for £57. Now in comparison, my contact switch SL I think is in the region of £135. Okay, this was actually only 125mm travel, whereas this new one is 150mm travel. And yeah, the top mechanism isn't quite so easy on the eye as this one, but to be honest, once the saddle's on and you sat on it, that's all out of the way. You can't see it. So from insertion point on the new one, which is here, to the insertion point there, you can see the difference in length of the saddle. And yeah, the mechanism isn't quite so well, it doesn't look quite so flash at the end as the Giant one. The Giant one's got a bit of anodized blue on it, but look, the reality is that lives inside the frame all the time. When do you ever see that? As long as it works, it works. Okay, weight wise, let's get the scales out. Right, okay, so the old one, 486 grams, and the new one, 515 grams. Okay, so bearing in mind that this new one is a longer seat post than the old one, I think that's a fair weight comparison. So you've got to ask yourself is, you know, as long as they both go up and down and do exactly the same job, why is this one 130 pounds and this one 58 pounds? I suppose longevity could come into it, but we shall see. Right, there we go. There is the new ExaForm 900i dropper post fitted into my Giant Anthem. I used my existing cable housing. I didn't use the new one. I did use the new cable from the new seat post. So just pass it through onto the new lever there on the handlebar. I'm going to ditch the old Giant one. The old Giant one got very wobbly, nor does it have as much leverage as this one. And it certainly has a more substantial sort of axle pin through the lever than this one. This one's got a very small axle pin, hence it's wobbly. So there you can see I've got the dropper set down right low, and I just push the lever and up it goes. What else do you expect it to do? It goes up in a reasonably quick time. So if I get on the bike, push the lever, down the saddle goes, and it stays down. Raise it up. Yeah, perfect. It does exactly what I need it to do. So here you can see a close-up of the lever. You've got your adjustment on the cable there. There are two mounting points. Should you need to adjust things a little bit depending on your cockpit, you can move the clamp from this hole to that hole. And as you can see, I've just put a new nipple on the end of the cable. So there you go, the Giant Anthem lives for another day, courtesy of the new dropper post, which is an ExaForm 900i. So far so good. Obviously, you know, you can't really tell until you're out riding the thing, but guys, it's a dropper post, it goes up and down. What more do you want? Seems to be okay. I'm quietly confident that things will be good. So rest in peace, Contact SL switch dropper post. You've done an admirable service, but it's time for you to go to the big metal dustbin in the sky. So yeah, ta-ta to that. And all that's left to say is thanks for watching. Please check out some of my other videos, like and subscribe, and I shall see you again very soon. Cheers, goodbye.